So, it would seem that I have spawned out west, perhaps in Montana, or some other beautiful state. Got a nice expanse here, some golden plains. I think today I'm going to do some sort of American West themed survival video. Maybe we could do some gold rush mining, maybe build a little ranch style home, like Red Dead Redemption 2, something like that. Oh yeah, you know I gotta get a horse too. That'd be great. Be nice to build a railway of some sort. That'd be cool. Yeah, just some sort of Western themed thing. That's the idea with this. Ooh, legendary right off the bat. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's a campfire. Wait, has someone else been here? I'm on the Flow SMP right now. It's the server that I run, so there are players that run around here. Maybe someone else has been here already. I mean, is this like a naturally generated campfire? I don't think so. It looks relatively untouched, so as long as there's room for me to build, that's fine. But yeah, I am on the Flow SMP, so if you want to join, the link is in the description. Man, look at these redwood trees. That is pretty. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on getting wood. Maybe set up a tiny little shack. Yeah, I will say the redwood planks are kind of ugly. They're pretty vibrant red. I'll show you. Like, what is that? That's terrible. But maybe the logs could be nice to use. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to explore this first day. Get back here, you. Oh. Someone just killed the wither. That's pretty over there, too. I was thinking about settling down in the plains here, but man, that's kind of nice as well. I mean, the theme of this video is really just anything Western theme, so it could also be like California or, you know, Washington State, some sort of like vibrant Pacific Northwest place. I don't know, just something Western. That's what I'm going for. That looks nice. Oh, there's a structure over there. I'm just going to explore. We'll see what's out there. Oh, we got some cows in here. That's super nice. I have spent hours trying to find these guys before, so that's good to know they're right in my backyard. Yeah, this is pretty. I could clear out some trees here. This feels more like the mountains of Montana, something like that. Kind of more rugged terrain. Oh, there's a porcupine. Oh, we got a cave. Let me get some of that coal. It's kind of dark in the forest. I might have to just settle with some sort of crap starter home, not like a proper house, because the sun is starting to get low. There we go. Light this place up a little bit. Yeah, I want to do a lot of gold mining in this run. Sort of California gold rush, something like that. I want to be one of the richest players on the Flow SMP, which might be kind of a stretch, because there are definitely some people that spend like 10 hours a day on this server, so they're probably already quite wealthy, but we'll see. Yeah, it's already quite dark out, so I'll just camp out here in this cave for the night. Wow, this is a big cave. Oh, there's some iron there. Take some of that. Well, I will say, let me mention this right now. We do have a couple of skill tree mods on the Flow SMP, and one of them adds this mining tree. So I've already picked up 3 skill points up here. You get mining skill XP from just mining stone and ore and stuff like that. And all of these nodes pretty much just give the same thing, just, you know, mining speed and fortune. So I'll just put a few points into mining. So I'll get pretty quick with my pickaxe over time. I'm kind of expecting that I'm going to do a lot of mining in this video for gold. There's some pretty cool accessories I'll show you later that help with mining and getting more loot and mining speed, stuff like that. Also, dude, these slabs in the caves, oh man, chef's kiss. It's so good. Well, it is morning now, so might as well get out of the cave. I think that's probably the extent of this one. There are some pretty big mountains through the trees there. Maybe I could do some more mining on the surface or get a good lay of the land. Some more redwood trees here. Like, this is so pretty, dude. And no one's been out here. This is just complete frontier. Free for the taking. Also a big hill up there. Maybe I should go over there. Just need a good vantage point. Whoa. That is a huge drop. Or am I just misjudging that? Maybe it's actually not that far. It started raining on me. Wretched. This grass takes so long to get through, bro. Oh, man. I would never settle here. Some pretty flowers, though. Oh. What is that? That must be a village. Yeah, I don't think anyone else has been out here. That must be a village. That's good to know. Let's settle around there. As long as I stick to that western theme, we're chilling. Some sort of frontier theme. Yeah, that spawn of the server way over there. You can see a beacon. I'm pretty far out. Oh, there's a house. Oh, no way. There's a village on top of the hill. That's perfect because it's really getting dark now. I'm gonna sleep here. All right, Clarence, get out of the way. Oh my god, dude, what a view. This village is in some prime real estate. I mean, I'm not going to settle up here probably. It's not really that western, but just wanted to see what's out there. So I spawned down there. That's the prairie. And that's probably the most western vibe of this area, but I could settle maybe in a forest nearby. That area I was at right there was kind of nice. So, my man, are you okay? Come here, Gary. All right, there you go. Yeah, there's the mountains there. That's probably going to be a good place to go gold mining, for sure. But yeah, I think I'm going to head back. I think where I spawned was pretty good. Just wanted to see what's out there. I mean, there's a lot of redwood forest, which is great, 'cause that kind of reminds me of Northern California. But maybe somewhere down in there, in the forest, that would be nice. You know, this is actually kind of a nice spot, too. I like that cave right there, or right on the water. Could clear out some of these redwood trees and make a little riverside home. Yeah, and see, there's a prairie right here, which should be nice and flat for building and farming. And I could be right by the water. This is kind of nice. And those mountains are just insane. I'm kind of digging this. I like it. I like it. It's some good quarry potential. And the village is right there, so I could do some trading. Oh, and there's another river right here, too. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, I'm liking this. This is a nice spot. This feels very western. All right, let me just chop down some of these redwoods. I'm not going to use the planks, like I said, but I think the logs could be nice. I'm not even sure if I can chop down one in one hit, though. Let me try. Nope. Definitely not. There we go. It's too bad the redwood planks are so bright, because the logs are quite nice, and I could build with that, but I just think the planks are a bit much. So let me think about this. We've got a river over there. We got one right there. So maybe I could settle down here. It's going to have to be small to start out with, because I don't have a lot of materials, but this should do. Okay, this is a fine start. Put all my crap away for now. I'm really itching to go mining. I don't know why. I don't usually start out doing so much mining, but I just feel like it'd be fun to get a cave set up. I need more coal and iron to really start using my tools effectively. Let's start up a little quarry and a path going up this way. Oh, wait, is that... That looks really far down. Oh boy. Okay, well, I can do a drop ladder. Let me show you. Yeah, okay. This is a pretty big cave. Yeah, the ladder movement is a lot quicker now. I think we've got better climbing. Makes ladder movement quicker. Oh, not really equipped for this yet. Oh. All right. Got a couple more mining points. Oh, there's a geode. That'd be worth going for. Hold on. You're a zombie. Stay back, creature. Yeah, here's that geode. I almost forgot about it. So the reason these are valuable is because you can reroll your items on the server, like the modifier. So like this pickaxe is rare, but I could reroll it and maybe get a chance for legendary. But you do need an amethyst crystal in order to reroll your item. This one doesn't have any grown in here yet, but maybe with time we'll find some. I think for now I'm just going to get like a stack or two of iron, just get some basic materials, and then we'll go up and start plopping up some buildings. I was giving it some thought, and I think building some sort of mining town would be awesome, like an abandoned 1850s gold mining kind of town, and we bring it back to life kind of a vibe. I think that would be cool. And then I could like ship back the metals I find to spawn, or like I can open a shop here and that'll be my business, like selling ore and gems and stuff. But yeah, I'll keep tabs on this geode. I think with time that'll be valuable. Oh, what was that? Oh, I got a zombie head? Oh, wait, it turns your game black and white. What? I didn't know that. That's cool. I thought only skeleton heads did that. Oh, there's the lucky rock. So this is what I was hinting at earlier. There are several accessories related to mining that you can equip, and this one, the lucky rock, gives you extra loot when you go mining. So if I put this in my pocket, God, there's so many slots. I think here, you can then mine stone, and you'll have a chance to get gold or emeralds or diamonds, all that kind of stuff. And the one I got is actually pretty good. It can range anywhere between minus 60% and plus 60% efficiency. So this one's pretty good, plus 29. So over time, I'll get, gems and stuff. And like, honestly, all the mining that I've done on the Flow SMP, most of the diamonds I've gotten has been because of the lucky rock, not because of diamond ore. It's really, really strong. So that's kind of what I was talking about. There's ways to make your mining more efficient, and that's one of the best accessories to get. I don't think you get anything extra when you mine ore, but when you mine stone, there's a chance to get loot, so that's going to be super nice. Ooh, I don't have a shield yet. Alright, I outplayed him. I don't know where he went. Although I could make a shield. I don't have any wood, though. Let's just go out. I'm getting a little bit low on wood and food. Let's get out of here. Yeah, there's the ladder. Golly, this cave is huge. That's so nice how quick you go up the ladder. Alright, here we are back on the surface. So I really did not build a house at all. It's just like a little platform down there. I want to get a proper base going. And then I also want to do some trading or set up my own trading houses down here. I just need more wood. I did not get enough the first couple days. Just put all this away and then I'll make a bunch of stone axes and we can get some spruce and dark oak and stuff like that. Alright, that's a good amount of oak, but I also want to get some spruce. I think spruce was beyond this redwood forest across the river. You could chop some trees down and then bring it back here and plant it. I want to make sure wherever I go I build paths. I love making paths in Minecraft. I have a little thing going off this way. I will say, I like to take my time in my worlds. I don't want to rush through them. And I could just boat across here and, call it a day, but I kind of want to build a little wooden bridge. Because I want to have a cart that comes across here and I can cart items back and forth. So I'm going to take my time here and build a little simple, 2-block wide bridge here. Like that wide. 3 blocks looks fine, yeah. There are some new bridge blocks here. There's a ton of them. How do you make an oak bridge? You need slabs and fences. That could be nice for this. Let me try that out. Like this. Oh, wait, this can be nice. And then we just do that, and you can combine them. So it's like this. This is nice. Then how do you make it open up at the end? Use pliers and shears to adjust the entrance. Okay, maybe I need shears. Oh, wait, you can do like that? So, oh my god, that's so nice. You just bridge like this. What is that? I have no idea. It's like a little bear of some sort. I want to go back to my base and get some shears so I can make the entrance of the bridge work. So, just like this? Yeah. Alright, there we go. The bridge is complete. So, the idea with this is it's just wide enough, I hope, that a supply cart can go across it. And a supply cart is one of these things. You craft them. It's pretty simple, just some wheels and a chest and stuff, and then you can put items in there. And then it's like this. There we go. So you could put this down like that, and then you could put items in there, whatever you want, and then I can just drag it across like this. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So just enough clearance for it, but this should do nicely for transporting wood. Okay, so let's go over to the forest and get some spruce. Although I guess I do have to finish this part of the path first. Hold on. Oh, we just got a tool scrap for chopping that tree down. Yeah, this is, it reduces your durability loss, basically. So we'll put that in my pocket. You can only have, I think, 2 accessories equipped at the same time, at least for the pocket accessories, so I'm already filled out, but those are the 2 best ones, in my opinion, so that's fine with me. Okay, so this is like mostly an oak forest. I could mainly build with oak, but I want to get some spruce as well, so we'll go a little bit farther. So now we've hit more of a birch forest, and then yeah, there's spruce right in there. Okay, so we're basically there. I can end the path here, and then we'll just cart the items back and forth. So let's fill up. Let's get a bunch of wood here. Oh wait, I forgot the cart back there. Oops, hold on. Just gotta make sure the path is wide enough for the cart, because it can get stuck on trees sometimes if you're not careful. Okay, let's try this out. Is that wide enough? Not quite. It's a little bit finicky getting up the stairs. I should have made it 3 blocks wide. Hold on. Okay, that's better. That should do. You kind of have to keep an eye on this thing in the forest. Sometimes you'll see it got lost 30 blocks back because you weren't looking. But anyways, now we can chop trees down. We just got another tool scrap. You can actually combine these to get a better modifier. So this one's minus 15 and this one's plus 1. So if I combine it, now it's plus 2. Okay, not very good, but you know, with time you can get really good accessories. Like I said, I think the max is plus 60. Oh. What? Hello? Oh, it's Piptic. That's my my moderator. He's in an airship. I wonder if he's spying on me. I was like, what is that like fly in the upper part of my screen? I didn't realize it was an actual item in game. Oh, Peptic, I saw you in the upper right of my screen. I was like, what is that? Are you on an expedition?
I'm just going to see what you're doing all the way up here.
Oh, well, let me show you. I'll show you. I guess we could take a ride in your airship. I'm doing a frontier-themed video, which is probably predating the technology of airships, but it's fine. So as you can see down there, I've built a bridge. And so this is supposed to be my bridge that connects up like a lumber camp where I'm chopping trees down and then bringing them back to my base. But yeah, it's going to be like a Western-themed mining town, I think. I don't know if I have much to offer you, but I am very low, basically non-existent on food.
You got coal? I actually need some fuel for my way home.
Okay, yeah, sure. If you want some coal, I can give you that.
You can pick and choose from the buffet.
Oh, I forgot you have your little lunchbox. Like a little bit of bread and a little bit of potato. I'll give you... I've got a lot of coal, actually. Alright, here it is, dude. It took a few days, but I think I finished up the first house of Goldenrod Ranch. That's what I'm going to call this place. I'll have several buildings just like this, kind of like a Red Dead Redemption 2 style, Western style town. And yeah, I like it a lot. I'm using a lot of the new blocks that we've got on the Flow SMP, like the roof blocks. There's these support beam things, they're really cool, some new trapdoor variations. A lot of it is from this block here. It's called the Carpenter's Station, I think. The Carpenter's Table, that's what it is. So you can just take a piece of wood, and then it'll give you all these different variations you can craft, which is just so cool. I mean, I think there's 11,000 blocks from this mod chipped. It adds like over 10,000 blocks to build with, which is just nuts. So yeah, it's really cool. I got these new windows you can open. But yeah, there's just the crafting area. Nice beautiful view over the lake, river thing. This is just empty, unfurnished. This will probably be like my kitchen. And then it goes upstairs to the bedroom. But I don't have a bed yet. I don't have any animals or sheep, so I gotta do that first. But yeah, it's a fresh template, ready for development. I like this balcony a lot too, and the stairs down the side there. So cool. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna take a break from the building. It honestly was kind of hard to build this thing because I don't yet have a double jump. There's an accessory called the Cloud in a Bottle, which is so nice to have. I haven't had it in a long time, and you can double jump if you have it equipped, which makes building a lot nicer. And I think you only find it when you go exploring and looting chests, and I've not yet been to that village, so maybe it'd be there. I don't know. I think I want to go over the mountains and just explore a bit. I also don't have a backpack yet, which would have made building that a lot easier because then you could store items in your backpack. But either way, let's just go explore. want to focus on getting loot, maybe some animals, and start getting some farming going. Like I said, the export of this town is going to be metal and gems and things that you would find in some sort of old western town, but I also want it to be like a ranch, you know, goldenrod ranch. So I'll have animals and wheat probably, because wheat is nice and golden. I called it goldenrod, by the way, because that plant down there is literally called goldenrod. And it's just, you know, all around my base. So I thought that would be a fitting name. But yeah, goldenrod ranch. I like it. So this is like a Mediterranean build, I guess. I mean, it's not a build, it's a village, but it's definitely some sort of Mediterranean vibe. Oh, there's tomatoes. I'll take some of those. What is this? Lavender? We got blue lobelia. Okay. There's a lot of new plants, that's for sure. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this. When I was chopping those trees down earlier, I somehow got a maxed out tool scrap immediately. I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, it dropped and I saw like the little pink border down there. You see that on my hotbar? And that means that it's like super rare, you know? And plus 60 is at least as naturally as good as it gets. I think you can go to plus 69% with an accessory booster. But I was like, God damn. That's crazy. I mean, that's really strong. So now whenever I am using my tools, there's a 16% chance to not lose durability, which is really good. I don't know what Unbreaking 3 translates to, you know, the vanilla enchantment, but I imagine it's probably something similar. So to always have that is just crazy. Also, oh, hello. Going in a biplane. All right, so I might take one of these beds on my house. Ooh, some epic leather boots. I don't have any armor yet. Take anything I can get. Hope I can loot a lot of food here, because I don't honestly have that much yet, and kind of had some close calls, especially not having my spawn set yet. Man, there are a lot of structures here. This is so dense. Dude, the view from this village is crazy. Isn't that going to look so good, though, once there's like a bunch of structures down there? That's going to look awesome. Oh, you know, I should take these item frames. I love these blocks, and they're honestly kind of expensive. I don't have cows yet. Okay, well, I think I looted the whole village. My inventory is too full. It is way too full. I really need a backpack, but you know what? One thing I just realized, I forgot about this. We added a mod that lets you smelt rotten flesh into leather, and I did not know that it was a 1-to-1 ratio, which is so good. So I've got 10 here, so I could go make a backpack, you know, go back to my base and make one real quick. So let's do that. I'm really close to my base. I might as well dump off all this stuff, and then we can keep adventuring. Also, I got so much food from that. 43 bread and potato. I think I only had like a few of them before I came here. That's crazy. I guess I could also put all these fish in the water and then get these buckets back, because that's like 30 iron worth of buckets. Like, that'd be worth doing. All right, let me make a backpack real quick. So I think I can just smelt this up just like that. Yeah, that should work. All right, let's put all the fish back in the water. Be free. Be free. Here we go. Also got a bunch of paintings, and I think there's some new painting variations. Try to put them up. Like, that's new. What is that, like a bridge? Here, I'll put these item frames up on these chests. I don't have any categorization done yet, but when I do that, I want this to be prepared. All right, here we go. So I'll get a chest like this, and then you surround it with leather to make the leather backpack, and I guess I could even make the iron one. So I'll do that. So I get this much room for the backpack, so it's not a ton, but it'll help me when I'm just journeying out there in the wild. And then I can just put that on my back. Here we go. Very nice. So now I feel a little bit better. I can actually carry some stuff back and forth on my journeys. So I think I'm probably going to go over that mountain range, like back towards the village and up and over the mountains, because spawn is that way, and I've been out there a lot, but this is uncharted territory to me. I want to get that cloud in a bottle, man. I've been looking for several videos now trying to find one. They're honestly kind of hard to find. There's so many accessories to find that the odds that you find a specific one are pretty low. Like, I've found other ones like flippers and an umbrella that lets you like slow fall when you hold it up in the air, but I want that cloud in a bottle. It's so useful for building. And you can even break your fall. Like, you can jump 1,000 blocks in the air, and as long as you jump before you hit the ground, I think you're fine, which is really good. So I am determined. I will find it eventually. How many people are on right now? 37, bro. The server is popping. I'm trying to keep the server population in check because it's been growing super rapidly. What is this? Is this iron? Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, you see that little pink purple particle that showed up? That means I'm pretty sure my tool scrap just worked. So I didn't consume durability there. Happens from time to time. Mine the lava. Jeez. It's on a volcano. Jeez, bro. Oh my god. Look at the view. That's crazy. There's my little shrimpy house down there. Wow. Alright, well, I see another village straight ahead down there. I'm just looking for structures, really. That's where I think the best loot is going to be found. Gary, what's up? Also, what is that? That looks like a graveyard, maybe? Okay, we could check that out. Not sure what part of America you could say this is in the frontier. Maybe the Rocky Mountains, but hey, you know what? It's Minecraft. I only loosely stick to my themes, you know. Town is the main guiding theme. Goldenrod Ranch. I want to get back to some mining, though. That is the main theme, but not yet. We're exploring for now. Also, I think boar dropped leather, don't they? Yeah, he gave me 2 leather. Sweet. Okay, I'll do that. Get back here, you. Just doing my part. Oh, jeez. Almost fell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure boar in the real world are kind of a pest for crops, so just doing what I can to chip in. This is honestly kind of tempting. Look at this cave. There's like some cobweb stone over there. Maybe I should do a little bit of mining. How many skill points, by the way? Oh, I have 4 combat skill points. I should spend these. Let's see. I mean, there's a lot of hearts on this end of the tree, but I don't really care about that. Maybe we could start over here. Yeah, there's a mining tree and there's a combat tree. I'm not going to focus on that much, though, in this video. I'm really after just the vibe of the American frontier. If there's one thing that I want to do with this video, I do want to get some sort of, like, mining outfit. There is an armor set called, like, the Spelunker's outfit, I think. Yeah, there's the Spelunker vest, and then there's a Cave Crawler armor set, which I think is, like, the upgraded version of it. So you make this with orange and blue bolts. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, it's just like wool, I guess. Okay, that's not too bad. But then you can upgrade it in the smithing temple, the Spelunker set, into the Cave Crawler set. And you get like a buff, like haste, yeah. But I feel like that would just look so awesome because I'm trying to do like the mining, you know, gold rush of California kind of vibe, and that'd be perfect. It's gonna take a little while though. Seems like I need some wool to make that stuff. Look at these cobwebs. That's so cool. These are some cool cobweb textures. Oh my god, that goes so far down. I don't really want to do like a huge mining trip right now. I might just stick to this surface cave here. Get these bits of coal in the ceiling and then we can head out. God, bro, this coal just keeps going. What on earth? Oh, it's thundering out. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, by the way, but there's also this massive skill tree. It's really overwhelming, and I know I said I'm not going to focus on it, but I do have 2 skill points to spend. So I could go the Path of the Warrior, we could do Wayfarer, we could do like a wizard type of thing. I did Wayfarer last time. Like, the movement speed is just kind of nice, being nimble, you know? So let's go with this. So we get that, and then I guess we could get a little bit of jump boost. Yeah, it's a really, really robust skill system, and it's on the server, so people have built like really cool classes, and people have wizard outfits, and they can run like at like Mach 2, like they're so fast when they run. It's really cool. I haven't personally gotten into that content too much, but it looks really awesome. Man, it is wretched out here though. Like a thunderstorm. Oh, there's a lion. I don't think those are on the American frontier. Let me steer clear of that. Let me see if I can get to whatever that is. I think there's a village up there. Yeah, there's definitely a village up here. Oh, there's elephants. Yeah, it's the same type of village, so might find more or less the same kind of loot. Although I thought I saw some bookcases. Yeah, there's so many in here, bro. This is like a full enchantment setup. Definitely gonna take these. Ooh, an armor trim. Take some of that. What is this? Dodge 2. Gives a chance to completely avoid any kind of damage. Wow. That sounds pretty good. Ooh, look at that chonker. Wait, what? The beginning. Forged by the survivors of a doomed expedition to the end, this blade and its twin, the end, carry dark secrets. Oh, you know I'm using that, dude. That sounds so cool. Okay. Well, I think I've got pretty much all of my inventory maxed out, so we will keep going. But let me try out this sword. Look at that. Oh, it's super quick. Look at that. That looks more like the American South, if I had to put a label on it. Some sort of Louisiana bayou. Look at these elephants. They're so cute. Yeah, I feel like I'm entering, what is it, Act 3 or Act 2 of Red Dead Redemption 2?
You need to do your yearly talk with Flower. Hello, hello.
Oh, my yearly talk.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you guys come from?
Bush. It's gonna
Yeah,
need
we
the frog
needed
lights.
the frog lights.
Oh, and you were just coincidentally in the same swamp as me?
Oh, damn, dude, that's such a coincidence.
Yeah. No, that reminds me.
What
I have
is
something
that?
for you? I have retrieved it for you.
What did you retrieve?
It's a long lost item of yours.
Is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Wait, what is that?
Come open
Delicious.
this chest for me.
Why?
The biomes.
Whoa.
of this.
What is this?
Sublime.
Wait, I have just enough gold to make a backpack. I can upgrade my my iron backpack. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, they all have frog lights for Peptic, baby.
Yeah, for me.
Be willing to donate.
Oh, you mean they're in the chests? That okay, I see what you're trying to do now.
Yeah, if you're
I thought you got that.
I still didn't get one from that chest.
Okay, but there's plenty more.
I think he's withholding.
Theoretically, there. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Oh, there's yellow frog lights in here. I've still not gotten a single one.
Are you really sure about that?
Positive.
Send a screenshot of your inventory right now.
I will not be bullied into revealing my private data. Oh man, I swear to God, I'm not playing with you guys.
Oh, we missed
wait, I
this
don't
one.
think we missed this one.
Oh. How are you floating?
I found another one.
I have a.
Oh, flamingo. Wait, you have another flamingo?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
no,
Aaron.
I have one. Yeah.
Wait, you don't want
For
it?
2 green frog lights.
I don't.
need the frog lights first.
I don't have any.
Yeah,
Wait,
You guys think I have frog lights that I'm just like holding them back from you? I don't have any.
Oh.
No way. There's 64 green frog lights in here.
Yo, that's crazy. Dude, I guess you get the
I
flamingo.
literally
No,
did not get a
that's-
single one. I got 14 yellow ones. Do you guys want the flamingo back?
No. You deserved it.
Are you sure?
helped him.
Yeah, this is such a pretty biome, dude. Look at this. My flamingo. Didn't really mention that, but it is an accessory where you can just like fly like this temporarily. It's so nice. It's honestly kind of a nice replacement for the cloud in a bottle. It's not perfect, but it definitely gives you a lot of verticality. It's like a dollar store elytra. But anyways, just gonna do a little bit more exploration. My backpack is pretty full now, but just want to find some more loot, ideally. Whoa. Are those hippos? Dude, he's doing a 360. Oh, it's just a sign. These point to villages, I think. 1,600 blocks that way. I guess I could try that. Dude, this fog is so thick. Can't see a thing. I'm not honestly that confident that I'm going to find any structures out here. I'm hoping I will, but no luck so far. Oh, is that a raccoon? No way. Come here, dude. He's so cute. I love raccoons, man. That's adorable. I didn't know they were in the game. Oh, there's a mineshaft entrance up there. I think there is. Peptic was talking about how he found a cloud in a bottle in a mineshaft, so maybe underground is the better way to find loot, not so much on the surface. Yeah, here we go. Let me try looting this. Yeah, there might be something good down here. Let's try it out. Oh, did a geo generate in the middle of this? Here's a chest. Feather wand. Oh, must be a wizard item. There's a little camp down there. I see some barrels. Let me check that out. I've not really found much of anything in this mine shaft, but that could have something down there. Ooh, diamond pickaxe. That's pretty valuable. Adventurer kit. This is a pretty good accessory. This makes the loot that you get from chests higher the further you are from your bed, I think. So right now I'd be getting a 33% buff roughly, so I'll equip that. So when I loot these barrels, the loot might be a little bit stronger. Although, it's not the best loot. Oh my god, okay. What a contrast. Alright, well, that redeemed it for sure, so that's a pretty good haul. I think I gotta go back though, my inventory is just too full now. I might try to pick up a little bit of obsidian on the volcano on the way home, but beyond that, I think I gotta head back and dump off the loot. Yeah, that's the range right there, the mountain range, so I got a bit of a journey back. I want to actually, hold on, just one thing, 'cause this is kind of fun. I want to see if I can make a biplane. This might be a fun way to get home if I can craft one. So you need 3 pieces of hull, a propeller, and an engine. So hull is log and iron, make that. The engine is a blast furnace, pistons, and a boiler. Boiler is copper. See, I don't have any copper. Well, that was worth a shot. You know, copper is very easy to find, obviously, but I'll probably just run back. It's not super far. But even though I know I'm doing a frontier theme here, it would be cool to do a little bit of airship stuff, because I feel like airships, like balloons and blimps, weren't they like kind of a thing in the late 1800s, like starting to become a thing? I know planes weren't until like the 1900s, but you know, we can stretch the truth a little bit. I just think they're super cool, and I would love to have a little runway in town where people could land their biplanes, pick up some metal and gems, and then head back, you know? I think that'd be so cool. But even so, it's not really a flat enough area to take off and land a plane here, so it's fine. We'll just run back. Hippopotamus. Oh, okay, alright. Not today. Not today. Wait, there's a structure there. That must have some pretty good loot, right? I think it might be a pillager outpost. Yeah, there's a flag there. Why not? We're right here. Let me just try it. Yeah, there's some barrels here. Okay. Someone's probably been here. Yeah, the cake has been eaten. Ooh, a wilding head. What is that, like a wolf head? Oh my god, I'm like an e-boy. Look at me, furry flowstate confirmed. No, 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 no. Some warrior boots that go off the screen. Nice. There's oat. What is this? You can make an oat bale. You can turn it into bread. It's kind of like wheat, I think. Oh, there's a crafting bowl item. What? You can make dough. Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of baking content on the SMP. And ooh, a runic tablet. Can be used to craft and reroll runic weapons. Oh, what? You can make righteous relic. Tainted relic. Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Make the runic grimoire. You can make... Golly, look at these things. Okay, well, I'm going to leave this stuff here, I think. I can't really carry any of it right now, but that is super cool. I'll make sure to come back here and pick this stuff up. Okay, there's my house down there. Perfect. I kind of forgot to pick up some obsidian, but I can do that later. It's not a big deal. I just want to get an enchantment table soon, because I've got so many books. Alright, here we are. Home sweet home. So, oh, what is this? Small gift from TKR Gaming to flowstate. Oh, no way, dude. Are you serious? A biplane? I was just talking about this. I wanted to make one. Dude, thank you. That's actually so nice. Here, I'll categorize this later. I want to try this out now. Thank you, dude. That's so nice. I think he came here earlier in his own biplane, so he must have had a spare. I mean, it's not the flattest area in the world, but I can probably make this work if I just plop it down, like, right there. That's so cool. So I think how this works is you have to open the interface, and then, oh, I guess it already comes with coal, but it consumes a lot of coal. So it currently has an enhanced propeller in it, so there's less air friction, but there's upgrade slots, so you can put items in here to transport stuff around. Yeah, cool. Let's give it a go. Oh, I'm off. There we go. Look at this, dude. Is this not so cool? This is like one of my favorite mods on the server. It definitely chews through coal. I've already used some of it just taking off here. Yeah, I should travel this way, honestly. Like, I could get around the mountain there super quickly on this thing. It's like the first person camera. It's so cool. Oh my god. Oh wait, shoot, hold on. I did not mean to do that. Wait, I got it back though. It blew up, but I got it back? I feel like if it blows up, it's not really supposed to come back, but whatever. That's fine. Let me just put this away for now. I am clearly not very skilled with this thing. I gotta build a proper runway before I start using stuff like that, but I just want to show that off. That's so cool. And thank you to TKR Gaming for that. That's very kind. Because they're honestly not that cheap to make. That recipe was kind of complicated, so thank you, dude. But yeah, now that I'm back, I'm going to put my stuff away, categorize my items with the item frames, and then I think I want to do a proper long mining trip. If this is your first time watching the channel, I sometimes like to do talks about life while I go mining. Just something chill in the background, and I got a couple of topics in mind. So I'll just empty my stuff off and then we'll go do that. Okay, so I got a good topic here. I sometimes think about, those occasional stories when you hear about some person working 2 different jobs at once, usually like a corporate job, and one employer finds out and they get fired, right? And it's like, oh, you're so immoral for working 2 jobs or working 70, 80 hours a week and not solely giving all of your attention to one company, right? You're disloyal, right? You're a terrible employee. I was thinking about it a lot because I didn't realize just how much I have been in a situation like that and how I think that it's complete bullshit to say that you're a bad person for working multiple jobs. Because look, man, I don't think anyone watching these videos is stranger to the increased price of things in the past 5 years. We all know it. Everyone, to a certain extent, struggles a bit. Our rent at our apartment is outrageous, and groceries are expensive and everything. And so when it comes down to it, people got to pay their bills. And if someone deems it necessary to work multiple jobs to pay their bills, or not even just to pay their bills, but if they want to achieve certain financial goals in their life, who is someone to stop them from doing that? I do get it if you're working 2 different jobs and these jobs are competing with each other, like 2 competitor companies, but a lot of the time that's just not the case, and people are just getting fired simply for having multiple jobs. I say that I can relate to this because when I started this channel, I was still working my corporate 9-to-5 job, and I worked it probably for maybe a year and a half before I made the decision to do YouTube full time. So for a year and a half or whatever it was, I was, grinding 2 jobs basically. And I did all of my work at the company, and I never told anyone that I had a corporate job because there was just no point. I mean, that's just kind of a bad look. For some reason, though, I don't know why it's so demonized to say, oh yeah, I have another job on the side. But either way, my point with this talk is to not feel like you're a bad person if you're reaching for more in life. Because, sometimes it is out of sheer necessity because you need to be able to pay your bills, but it also is just like, hey, I want to work a 9-to-5 job and it's not enough for me. I want more. I want to produce more, or I want to transition to a different career, so working 2 jobs simultaneously might help me do that. Because it helped me tremendously. There is almost no way that I ever would have been able to do YouTube straight out of the gate. And that was my only thing that I put my time towards because I wasn't making money for at least a few months. I mean, I got monetized pretty quickly, but it's not like I just immediately could start earning a normal salary at YouTube. It doesn't work that way. You have to build up the channel and it might not work out and nothing's guaranteed. So it was really important that I basically had 2 jobs. I had the YouTube job, which I was trying to build up, and I had my corporate job. And that is just the way that it works, man. Like if you want to get into a certain business or industry, or you want to start your own business, it's really hard and it's really scary, I would imagine, to just go completely into it. Don't consider any sort of backup plan, just go straight into it. That seems really scary. And I know some people do it, but I don't think I would personally have the risk tolerance for that, and I think most people would agree with that. And again, man, my point is that I don't want people to feel badly if they have multiple jobs or if they find it necessary, Like part of why I did YouTube was because I simply was not getting paid enough at my corporate job. Like most of my monthly income was going towards the rent of this apartment, which left me with almost nothing. And I was making money, thankfully, from YouTube at the time, but without both jobs at the same time, I just would not have been able to survive. And I think a lot of people find themselves in situations like that nowadays because things are so damn expensive. I fully empathize with, looking at how much the average home costs. Let's say it's, $450,000, $500,000 in America right now. How the hell are you going to do that with one job that pays you $42K a year? It's never going to happen. I don't think it's particularly doom and gloom to say that. I just truly think that most people feel absolutely financially screwed right now. And a big way to get out of that is to pick up a second job. People call it a side hustle or they call it a straight up job. Like I consider what I had 2 jobs when I had the corporate job in YouTube. That was 2 jobs, but even just a side hustle where you're mowing lawns or just doing something to get by, because I wish that it was just a cultural thing where, oh yeah, Americans or Westerners or whatever it is, they just like to work more and it's part of the culture. It's like, no, bro, it's actually necessary now. It's the unfortunate truth. It's not just a cultural thing. It is the reality that most people find themselves in. Like my sister, she does all right for herself. She makes more money than I ever did in my corporate job, but she's still, living in a big city where everything's so expensive. She just feels like, man, how would I ever buy a home here? I just can't. And if you find that you're able to balance 2 different schedules where maybe you've got one job in the day, and then like I did YouTube at night or, wherever I could find the time. What's wrong with that, man? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But let me know your thoughts on that. I thought it was interesting, and I get really pissed off when I hear about corporate CEOs that are out of touch that say, no, you're an awful person for working at my company and another company. Like, fuck off, dude. People do what they gotta do. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious what you guys think about that one. Okay, I'm gonna do one more talk while we're down here in the caves. This one's very different. I had written it down on my phone about, those people that say everything is a joke? Like, those types of friends that gaslight you and you're like, man, why are you getting so mad? It's just a joke, I'm sure everyone has known someone like that at some point in your life. The talk that I want to do is to be careful of those people, because when it comes down to it, that is just, it's making excuses for bad behavior. It's really what it is, because I feel like there's certain people who put on a persona, especially on social media, that like, oh, everything's a joke, man. Why are you getting so mad? Like it was really big with prank culture on YouTube, when people make those prank videos and then someone gets mad, and most of the time it's staged, but even when it wasn't, and some person on the street got mad at the prankster, they'd just be like, oh, it's just a joke, bro. As if that somehow excuses what you just did, or like, oh, okay, you're now absolved of consequences. That's not how it works, dude. I don't know. It's when it comes to friends too, because I feel like you can sometimes find yourself in a friend group or have a friend where just everything they say, they claim is a joke. You can't be mad at them because, oh, it's a joke, how could you be mad at me? When people say really out of pocket things or mean things, it's like, that's not always a joke. And a lot of time there's truth behind humor that people have. They're actually kind of saying something that they really do mean a lot of the times. And I just find it kind of weird how that is interpreted as a good thing for that person. Where they say like, oh, everything's a joke. They interpret that as like, oh, it's fine, But really, it's just like a weakness, You're basically saying, oh, everything that I say should not be taken seriously. Nothing that I have to say is serious, right? Like, why would you ever want to be that way? Like, oh yeah, everything that Dan says is just stupid and we shouldn't listen to him. Is that really what you want, I don't know if it's someone that you personally know that says everything's a joke, or if you yourself say everything's a joke, but I just want to steer people away from that kind of behavior, because it's really just immature, like you shouldn't be walking around like some sort of court jester where everything that comes out of your mouth is supposed to be a joke. It's just immature, man, because when you think about it, how could you ever have a relationship with a person like that when everything they say is meant to be unserious? It's like you can never get to a deep level with someone if they're always saying something as a joke. Or like, oh, don't listen to me, I'm just trying to be the class clown right now. I just think you got to be careful of those kind of people, because it can be harmless enough, but if someone is constantly saying, oh, don't worry about that, bro, it's just a joke, it's really them trying to gaslight you into thinking that your feelings are invalid. Because I'm sure you can relate to that, where maybe you are in high school and someone's bullying you, or if you have a friend that's like this and they're just always saying to you like, man, why are you reacting that way? It's just a joke. Maybe I haven't thought about it enough to articulate it, but you just have that feeling of like, no, it's not, bro. It is not a joke. What you just said is true, and you actually mean it. And you're just trying to deflect accountability away from the fact that you actually do believe that. Because that's all it is. It's deflection. It's trying to make excuses and just say that, oh, the thing that I just said doesn't actually have any consequences, so I can't be held accountable for it, That's all they're doing. I feel like Jake Paul for a while had this persona where everything was a joke, and when he was first starting to be a boxer, he was like, oh, it's just a joke, man. It's not a big deal. But it's like, no, you do want to be taken seriously, though. You want to be a professional boxer, and you want people to look at you with respect. So you cannot be walking around saying that everything's a joke. It's just not compatible. And I don't think he does that anymore, or at least not as much as he used to. But you can just tell, man. I think it comes from a place of insecurity. It really does. Because it's really them trying to push their beliefs on you, whatever they want to say, while also completely avoiding any sort of backlash for it, right? Because humor is supposed to be this protected thing. It's like, oh, you can't be mad at someone if they made a joke, because it's just a joke, you know? It's not supposed to be malicious. But humor can easily be interpreted as malicious or be mean-spirited, you know? So, I don't know. It's just kind of a short little thought that I had. I just want people to be a little bit protective of their energy, because there are people out there like this, you know? They're going to try to, you know, swindle their way through your relationships and just say like, oh, you know, don't be mad at me. It's not a big deal. Like, why are you getting so angry, bro? And they try to gaslight you. You just got to be really careful with those people. And if you find that you've got friends like that or people in your life like that, I just feel like a little bit of distance wouldn't hurt, you know? I thankfully don't know anyone personally who is like this, but I know it's a common trait. It was more common, I felt like, when we were younger, like really immature in middle school and high school, and people would kind of like soft bully each other and say like, oh, it's just a joke, bro. I don't feel like I see it as much now, but, you know, in the event that you feel like that's relevant, just consider what I said, because I think that there might be something interesting in there. But yeah, those are my 2 talks for now. I hope you found those helpful. And now let's get back to the game. Okay, so mining trip is complete. I've categorized all my stuff in here, which looks great. I don't have a lot of storage in here, but this will do fine for the time being. I was given this cage by Tropic, I think. It's got like a little goblin dude in there. Let me try to get him out. Yeah, it's a vein goblin trader. Left shift to place. Like, how do I get him out of there? I'm not actually sure how you open the cage, but you can, I guess, cage up entities and transport them, and then this guy, you can buy stuff from him. He trades like nether related trades, I think. But yeah, pretty cool. I got a lot of stuff from that mining trip. I added an enchantment table upstairs, so I got a fully fledged setup, and I got some enchanted pickaxes now. But I was thinking about it. I really, like I said, I don't think this is going to work for very long, this storage system, and if I am to make a mining town, I feel like a warehouse would be great, mainly for ore and gems and stuff like that. I was thinking about building something out there in the plains, but excitingly, this is really cool, some people have moved in. Look, there's buildings up here. There's actually a lot of development that's taken place. I really did not think there was going to be a ton of town action going on. I thought it would just be like me out here on a solo ranch, but there's some players up here, and I think I see them running around right now up there, and I think they might want to give me a tour of what's happened here, so I'm just going to say hello and see what's up.
Workshop and like a restaurant at the same time.
The new blocks look great.
We both worked on it together. He has like workshop area.
Nice. And then what about this thing over here?
Yeah, both of the buildings are mine.
Ooh, look at this. Oh, you got cows. No way. Oh, I like the wind chime. And then what is this thing in here?
It'll be a tea shop at some point.
Ooh. Look at that. I was thinking, thank you for the biplane, by the way. I was thinking about building a runway so people can take off and land here. I'm not going to do that quite yet. I think a warehouse is in order first for all my gems and metal that I get. All right, well, I'm going to build a warehouse probably down here somewhere. I'm just going to stick to the coast. Holler if you need me. That's cool. I love having neighbors like that. So, I think the warehouse is going to go right here. It's right on the water. I could have some boats, and maybe the runway could be off to the side too for biplanes that come into land, or airships, you know? So, let's get started on some building. Oh, hey guys.
Yeah, we just finished the runway.
It's already done? Oh, wow, okay. That is the shortest landing ever.
Planes land like helicopters, this is kind of funny.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, very nice. That's so ugly. Why would I ever want that? Absolutely disgusting. disgusting. Alright, well, the warehouse is complete. So it's just a big old barn, basically. It's kind of plain, but I think it fits. So on the inside, the idea is that it's going to be a pretty big bulk storage area. I got a ton of chests here, and this is just going to be for things like coal and stone, cobblestone, just things that I'm going to get an absolute ton of. I can't really fit it all in my house. I've got one spot here that's kind of small and then a bigger area right here, but I can also expand. There is an upstairs up here. I don't know what this really could be because it's kind of small. Maybe a villager spot for like a mason, but we'll see. But yeah, it's got a nice little view of the water as well. So, pretty big expansion. This is a cool looking building. But yeah, I think I want to try out the runway they have and get an aerial view of the town, see how it's developing. Let me just put my items away first. Oh, one more thing actually. I want to upgrade my backpack. I got quite a few diamonds on that mining trip, so I can get the bejeweled backpack. So now I've got quite a bit of room. This is the best backpack that I've gotten so far in this world, but I think you can get the withered backpack now because the nether is open. When we started season 5 a few weeks ago on the Flow SMP, I locked the nether to encourage, more of a slow progression system and taking your time with Minecraft, but now the nether is open, so I could do that next. You need a wither star for that, but I'll worry about that later. It's not a concern. Let's get that biplane out. Where? My tool chest, right? Yes, here it is. So I just want to make sure I've got some coal. I've got quite a bit of charcoal, actually. I'll just take some of that. This also could be an excuse for an exploration trip, too. I could just, get in the biplane and go flying around. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so there it is. Look at the town. Coming along, man. Looks good. Look at that. It's whoa. Careful, dude. It's not the biggest of towns, but it's definitely humble beginnings. Ooh, watch out for the tree. Yeah, let's make a little trip out of it. Let's just kind of explore and... Like, I've never done this. This is so cool. Never explored in Minecraft in a plane. I guess my only concern is that I'm not sure if I'm gonna... Wait, can I even get over this hill? Hold on. Wait, I'm stalling. I'm not sure if I'm gonna find a super flat area to land. Like, that is the one downside about flying in a plane, is that, you kind of are restricted to where you can land, right? Unless, maybe it's not that hard to land. Oh, just over the hill. There we go. Okay, now we can coast. Yeah, so I was over there. How about I actually go loot that pillager outpost? Remember that thing right down there? I didn't get all the loot. We could do that. This thing is super quick, by the way. When you dive like that, holy crap. Let's see it. Can I land? You hold shift, right? Oh, it just kind of stalls in midair. Well, that works, I guess. Perfect. There we go. Dude, that is so cool. That is the coolest way to get around in Minecraft, hands down. It's like an elytra, but cooler, in my opinion, because I've always had an issue with elytras where they just feel, I don't know, it's not for me. It feels like a little bit too out there. But, the fact that you can store stuff in a plane, you can put fuel in it, like it's a proper vehicle, that's just so awesome to me. But yeah, here, let's loot this tower. I didn't actually take any of the stuff out yet. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, these runic tablet things. I might be able to make like a epic sword. And also, what? Echo of the Valley? Ooh, that sounds good. Got the Archer's Paths advancement. Just like a special bow of some sort? This is cool. Yeah, I will say, there are so many advancements with this mod pack that they go literally off the tab, like it wraps around like this. There's just so many possible things to do with the mod pack. It's really, really cool. But yeah, so looted this tower, got some good loot, but I want to keep going. I want to make use of that biplane. Let's keep this train rolling. And I'm pretty sure you can upgrade your plane too with modifications to make it faster or reduce the fuel consumption. I've only got, I think, the base one. But yeah, it'd be cool to upgrade this thing and like trick it out. You can put banners on the wings too that like represent your town's colors. let's keep exploring. I've not been out this way. Might be some good structures to loot, or, you know, we'll just see. Man, this is so cool, dude. I know it's not, you know, 1850s America. I'm kind of stretching the truth here, but come on. This is so cool. I'll say the visibility is not great. I don't think I have any radar in this thing. Can't quite see if I'm going up or down, but you know what? Just gotta keep my eyes peeled. Ooh, there's something down there. You see that? It's like a stone structure. That might just be a ruin, though. Okay, we'll keep going. Like, see, where would I land right now, bro? Like, seriously, I couldn't land in the forest if I wanted to. Oh wait, but there's a dungeon right there. Now, see, those have good loot. But where am I gonna land? That is the problem. Oh, there's a structure there too. Maybe in this field? This looks okay. Oh, it really just stops suddenly. I mean, it's nice. You can land pretty easily. Gently does it. There we go. Alright, and then can I just pack it up? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I spotted two things from the sky up there. There was a zombie dungeon, which are really good. There's tons of loot in there, and then there was something else. Yeah, these are zombie dungeons. They're pretty elaborate, and you know, someone might have been here already, so, you know, we could loot it. They're kind of dangerous, but if someone's already been there, then maybe they broke the spawners and stuff. But I want to check this out before I go down. This looks a lot smaller. What is this? There's a cauldron boiling milk, I think. Yeah, okay, someone's definitely been here, but I could still get some XP fighting zombies. Oh my god. Oh wait, and I could get so much rotten flesh and then smelt that into leather. That is smart, dude. Big brain. Yeah, there's a bunch of loot here, so this will be good. Oh, they didn't break the spawners. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, this has not been explored that much. This is good then. Oh, hello. Fire aspect. That's a cool texture. Look at that. Oh, no way. I got a Witcher sword. Look at that. I forgot that I added this. There's a Witcher class. Dude, look at the animations. That's so silly. I think I'll just stick with my quick dagger for now, but that's cool. How am I alive? Did I just flamingo my way out of there on half a heart, bro? Okay, let's take a breather. That got really bad. God, they just keep coming. I mean, this dagger is good, but I got overwhelmed. That was like 7 zombies at once. I must have gotten a lot of skill points from that, yeah. Like, where are they coming from? God, is it over now? Oh, nope. Alright, well, the loot is really good here, but I am just completely maxed out in inventory space. So I think I am going to, unfortunately, have to head up early. There is more to explore, but this place is awesome. Gives you a good run for your money, honestly. Like, it was a little bit close there. Yeah, I got a ton of tools and weapons and armor and gems and books. Just so much stuff. So I think I'm going to have to fly back home. Okay, so let's go back to the staging area. This is where I landed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take off that easily, but maybe I could right here. Let's get the biplane out. There it is. Oh, okay. Just enough space. So I think home is this way. There's the beacon, which is, I think, spawn. So that must be the mountain range where home is. I just want to keep flying though, man. I don't really want to go home. I want to keep exploring in this thing. Might have to do the responsible thing though and head back. We could do some more exploration in a second. I just gotta dump my stuff off first. Guess I could also put stuff in here, couldn't I? Yeah, maybe I'll do that for my longer voyage. I might want to get a couple of aircraft upgrades before I do a longer voyage, because it is a little bit slow. I mean, the movement isn't that slow, but in terms of its climbing capabilities, it's not that great. And getting over mountain ranges might be a little bit difficult. Like if you pitch too high up, you might stall going over the mountains, so might be worth looking into that if it's not too expensive. Alright, coming in for a landing hot. Golly. This thing goes really fast when you pitch down. Alright, let's see if I can stick the landing on the runway. It is a really short runway, so I gotta be careful. Oh, there it is. There we go. Perfect landing.
I made the runway bigger for you.
Oh, thank you. I was just about to say it's a little bit short. That's perfect. Thank you, dude. All right, here we are. Oh, I got some gifts. Oh, wow. Look at all this. Striped lantern. Wow, this is some cool new items. Thank you, dude. And from Sun. Oh, look, there's an aircraft upgrade. Steel boiler, so more fuel, but the engine's more powerful. A lot of random stuff in here. We got a flute. We got some wool. Thank you, Sun. Oh, we got the straw hat. I gotta equip that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. We got this mod installed, I think, called Cosmetic Armors, where you can wear a cosmetic set on top of your normal set. It doesn't work with all of the armors. Like, some of the modded armors don't work very well, but I know with vanilla, it's usually fine. So I can strut around in my nice straw maker's hat. Cool. Well, let me dump my stuff off, and then we'll keep doing some exploration. I might fly out to spawn, or like one of the major towns, like Tide's End is that way. We can go say hello to everyone. There's something loading down there. You see that? Some chunks are loading in. It's like a desert oasis build. That's cool. And what is that? There's like a tower of some sort. Ooh, the sword nether portal. That's cool. Yeah, there's like an enchantment set up down there. Cool. I love exploring with this thing, man. I just cannot overstate how cool this thing is. It's like the best way to get around. I remember this thing. I saw this maybe a video or two ago, like a pentagram in a sky. That's pretty cool. Tide's End, that town is up here. I'll fly by it. This is new. It's so cool to see the chunks loading before my eyes. Yeah, there's some structures down here on the water. But yeah, there's the main towns. There's a port over there. And then that's like the downtown spot right there. Yeah, look at this place. So cool. I don't know if I'm going to run into anyone, but, you know, we'll just see if I can spot anything from the air. Yeah, this thing is not very good at climbing, I will say. I mean, I am going at like a 45-degree angle right now, but I'm going to want to get some aircraft upgrades in this thing. Yeah, we can fly by my old house too. There's my Tide's End home. Built that a few videos ago. But yeah, that's pretty much the town. There's some outskirts homes, and you know, it's pretty expansive. There's the like amethyst tree thing. But yeah, beyond that, we're just pretty much heading home now. Oh, there's some stairs down there. You see that? Oh, this is so cool, dude. I love seeing it all load like that. Like, look at this. Someone just completely cleared out this mountain. It's awesome. Oh, there's a windmill down there. I think that might be a structure to actually loot. It's not player built. Let me try to land here. Here we are. Gently does it. Yeah, this is a, like a village. No, not a village, but something like that. Yeah, someone's been here, but the loot remains. Oh, there are villagers here. Oh, okay. There's a sign here. Hey, I'm working on this. Go away. Check next update. Okay. I mean, this is definitely generated. It's not built. I've seen this before, so maybe someone's renovating it? I don't know. Dark iron ingot. Oh, that must be from The Witcher. Yeah, you make the dark iron Witcher sword. Oh, this must be actually pretty strong because there's netherite scrap here. Whoa, this stuff looks so cool. Bear School medallion. Look at that thing. 6 max health. Okay, well, let's hold on to that. Oh, running shoes. Yes, this is so good. This is a great accessory. This, I believe, allows you to go up blocks without having to actually jump. If I put them here, if I walk up this... Oh, maybe it doesn't step up. But it does make you much quicker. My movement speed is a lot faster now. Oh, wait, it just did it there. Yeah, like that. Oh, when you're sprinting, you step up a block, like this. There we go. I was walking into it, but if I sprint... Yeah, see, that's so nice. Okay, well, that's a great find. Awesome. I think that's the extent of the stuff I'm going to find here, though, so let's head back home. I really wasn't planning on exploring more, because my inventory is already maxed out, but this just looked really cool. Okay, so can I just take off here? Let's try. Come on, oh, the grass is in the way. Fuck's sake. Maybe I could try to take off from on top of the windmill. This is gonna be so dumb. Yeah, I mean, that works, right? Like, look how much faster it is to fly by aircraft than running through all that thick brush. That's so much faster. What is that? You see that? There's a house up there. That might be player built. Yeah, there's a dock. That's cool. Little farmhouse. Oh, there's a giant bridge right there. And another pillager outpost right over there. Okay. Oh, and there's that. Man, there's so much stuff in the map. We'll fly by that real quick. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see at night, but there's a really big base down there. Look at that. I will say, there's no blinking towers to guide me home. You know how some mountains have that? I actually have no clue if I'm about to hit a tree or not. I mean, I see some lava on the mountains, but like, is that goldenrod? I don't think so down there. Oh, is that it? I think that's it over there. Okay, coming in for a landing. All right, here we are. Perfect landing. And I am so much quicker with my boots. Oh, there's a new structure there. What is this? Yeah, there's some new development since I was here last. This must be a saloon. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this. Look at that painting. We have this mod on the server called Immersive Paintings where you can put your screenshots or whatever in a painting and then you can load it in game like that. That's really cool. Yeah, it's like a little cake display. I'm not sure what this stuff is, but nice. All right, well, let's dump off all the loot. All right, all my items are now put away. So, I mean, there is the warehouse. I've not really utilized it much. I mean, I've done a couple of mining trips, but I mean, that's a pretty big storage facility, so it's going to take a while to fill it all up. But I do eventually... Oh, there's some signs. Hey, Flo, we've built a tavern. I'm working on a saloon, and I made a new area completely flat for a big city street. Ooh. I also put up something asking if we could build a farm in that spot. You also have 2 gifts on your front porch of your house. Oh. I think those might be the ones I already opened, or are they different? I think I opened these. Oh, I haven't looted them yet, though. Oh, yeah. I gotta do this. Thank you, guys. Well, that's cool. Yeah, so I guess I already saw the... I think that's the saloon up there, but yeah, city street. That sounds cool. Yeah, I totally forgot to loot this stuff. Let me put this boiler on my plane. Although I was thinking about it, I don't know if, like when you pick up the plane, does it preserve the aircraft upgrades? Like if I put my biplane down, and then I put the boiler in there, and then I pick it up, and then I put it back down. It's still in there. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. I think I want to get into some trading with the villagers. I want to utilize that village up there and maybe bring a couple of dudes back down here. Like there was that little room that I built in the top of the warehouse, and I could put some guys up in there. Like up in here. I could put some beds and then get a Fletcher, get a Mason, maybe get some custom NPCs because there's quite a few new custom villagers. So we could do that next. That sounds good. Although, I do need to farm first. I need to have a farm so that I could get the food for the villagers to eat. What is this up here? Hello, can we build a farm here? Oh, perfect. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, let's build a farm right here. I was thinking like, where am I going to put it? But if they're already planning to build one here, then that's fine. I can help out with that. Let me get my tools out and we'll get to work. God knows I've got plenty of buckets for it. Okay, it's a humble beginning. It's not super flat though. That's the one problem. I might have to do a couple of terraced farms, something like that. Alright, well this is a fine starter farm. I don't know if I'm gonna really be able to expand it much more because it's kind of sloping down there and I could just have a path there instead, but this is a fine little community garden. Okay, well I got 45 bread from that harvest, so that should be enough to start with. Let's go up to the village and fetch some clearances. So thankfully there's actually a lot of buildings in this village, and maybe some of the beds have been taken, but there's probably still quite a few left. Like this one. I'll just grab that and put it in my house. Oh, wait, this is not secure. Where did you come from? Alright, you come with me. I know he's invisible, excuse the visual bug, but you can carry mobs like this. They did clear out quite a flat spot. Maybe that's what the city street was they were talking about, but farming might be better done over there. Not so much where I built that, but it's fine. We can keep this thing here. Looks cool. Good bit of greenery. Yeah, let's have him like right there. Should bond with that bed, right? Oh, they can't get down because they get stuck on that. That's perfect. If this is a mining town, I guess I'm going to want Fletchers and toolsmiths for emeralds, right? I've got a lot of iron. I could trade this away, my toolsmiths. So, oh, I trade coal for emeralds. Okay, well, that's fine too. All right, I've got plenty of coal. I actually do like this a lot though because I was kind of worried about getting enough materials to make this a proper mining town, but I forgot since I've got the Lucky Rock accessory that lets you get loot for mining stone, I could just go on like huge mining trips and get a bunch of materials and then trade it with the villagers, because normally you don't really want to trade coal or iron away, like it's too precious in vanilla Minecraft, and you build like farms for that, like charcoal farms or iron farms, but you don't have to do that now with the Lucky Rock. You can just do mining, which to me, honestly, is perfect. It's like getting back to the roots of Minecraft. It's a mining game, you know? I mean, the game can be whatever you want, but I just love to go mining in Minecraft, and the Lucky Rock makes it feel so much more rewarding. So let's buy some emeralds from this guy. So now I can get iron trades. That, nice. And I can buy tools from him, so it's kind of symbiotic. It's awesome, like a little economy. All right, let's get him a friend. So I'm thinking about it. I want to build probably like a surface quarry. We'll do a ton of mining, more than I did earlier, and rank these guys up. I want to get some max stat toolsmiths so we can get some really proper mining tools. So you guys want to show me some new developments?
Yeah, we got 6 new buildings.
6?
I don't know if you've seen this one, but this one's the tavern.
Yeah, I saw earlier. Looks good. Looks very nice.
So this one's the post office.
Oh, wow. What's in here? Just like a post box and mailboxes? Oh, does everyone put their mailbox here?
Yeah, if they want to.
Oh, okay. I put mine up front of my house, but that's cool.
This is a wood shop. I plan on selling stuff here.
Ooh. We got
You
a bank?
Yeah.
This is like Red Dead Redemption 2. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, those drawers look amazing. What is that? Wow, that's awesome. They're like safety deposit boxes.
We also have a storage building.
It's like a private storage and all that.
Nice.
It's some of our stuff and his stuff, you know.
And then I also have a salon.
A salon? Like a hairdressing salon? Oh, a saloon. Oh, the furniture is so good. Wow. Very nice. This is great. You finished your house yet, Fondly? Oh,
Oh, somebody just crossed through here.
Take damage.
wait, what?
What?
Holy.
So there's some new developments I heard.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is that?
That's the
Working on a
hall.
town hall.
Dude, this is huge. This place is massive. Holy crap. It almost, to me, looked like a hangar, and I was thinking about building a hangar for the town. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've just been mining. I've got back from a trip earlier. Oh, what the fuck is that? Dude, that like actually startled me. What is that? Must be an Enderman. Where are they? Where did they go? There was like 2 of them. God, it's like a spider that goes behind the couch and now you don't know where it is. Jeez, bro. Oh, okay. Got him that time. Jeez. Oh, he did drop an ender pearl. I can make a magnet if I get the materials for that. Let me go up. I'll do that when I go back to the surface. So, oh, hello. Let's go back and dump off my loot, and then I'll make that magnet. That's a super useful item, especially for chopping trees down, because I often miss so many logs that fall down, but once you can craft that, item is going to track to you in a radius, and it's just really convenient. Also, look at the town, man. It is coming along, especially for just the 3 of us here. There's a visitor center at spawn that I built a few videos ago, and in there I want to have screenshots of all the major towns, and so I got to take a screenshot of this place and then put it there so that new players that spawn in know, like, oh, I can go check that town out. It's my way of advertising the different cities around the map. I'm also slowly but surely filling out the storage capacity. I think these are full, and then, you know, over time this is all going to be filled out. Okay, so all the stuff dumped all of my items off, so let me make that magnet. I think it's just some iron, lapis, redstone, pearl, something like that. I think I've got all the materials I need. Yeah, like that. There we go. So you can put this in your ring slot, and then if you press H, I think, yeah, magnet activated, and then anything, I guess, within a 5-block radius will get picked up, which is really useful, especially for tree chopping, like I said. And I want to get back to some tree chopping and fill out the warehouse. I really need to have some Fletchers, I feel like, to do that, because I'm going to get so much wood and have nothing to do with it. So I was thinking maybe I could expand the roof, like attic area, and put more villagers up there. Like right here, I could break this wall down and then fill up the rest of this attic with beds. I mean, it's not going to be the most comfortable spot for villagers, but hey, it's fine. It's called human rights, not villager rights, right? Although, there's really not that much room in here at all, because this is actually blocked. Like, these are roof blocks, so I can't break those. So it's really just like a 3x3 path in the middle, and that's not really going to work, is it? I'm going to have to rethink my strategy here. Alright, so here is my solution. It is not the prettiest thing I've ever made. This is an extension of the warehouse that will solely house villagers. But yeah, I know it's kind of a lot. It's a little bit messy. It kind of reminded me of when, you know, when you're a kid and your parents tell you to clean up your Legos, and it's like, oh, let me just build something out of all the Legos I've got on the floor, and that'll solve it. That's basically what I did here. There's a little staircase that comes out of the warehouse. Let me just show you inside. You go up the stairs, pardon me, Clarence. You go left here, up the stairs, through the door, and then there's going to be probably like 10 villagers worth, and that should be enough Fletchers for my operation here. But yeah, I also added a fence up here for where I'm going to put some sheep, because I do need some more beds. You know, this should house enough sheep, but I haven't actually checked the village. Let me see if there's some more beds up there. So far, I found all of the beds that I'm using from this village, so there might be some more. Yeah, here's some. Sorry, Clarence. Alright, well, the Clarences are going to be sleeping on the floor tonight, but I got plenty of beds. That actually probably completely negates the need to get sheep, but it's fine. But yeah, man, look at the town. That looks so cool. But yeah, now I'm going to get some Fletchers, put them in that new extension, finally start chopping down some redwood trees. This will be good. This is kind of the other half of the industry aspect of this theme that I was going for. I want to do mining, and I also want to do, you know, lumberjack stuff. Oh, hello guys.
Hello. I was just coming around to see, yeah, what Goldenrod Ranch is all about.
This is the town. Most of this stuff has been built by TKR and Corvix, but this place is just like a Red Dead Redemption 2 style town.
Oh, then I have to say I love your videos, dude. They're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this is also like my first server experience, so this is it's been a pleasure so far.
Do you have a house yet?
I do. I am residing like on the bit on the right side of tides. It's like a Roman Mediterranean kind of vibe. I'm just building like a small farming village, and I'm planning to make like a small town center next to it.
Ah, nice. Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I have a house in every town, except for Origin, I think.
Yeah, no, you said that in one of your videos that you loved the idea of just having different spots instead of like staying in one spot.
Yeah, it's honestly really keeps you motivated when you're like, oh, I could just go to my other house.
Yeah, no, that's true. I agree. I love that idea.
Yep, I'm just gonna chop the trees down now, I think. But thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no worries.
That is so ridiculous. Alright, well there's 11 fletching tables, I'm pretty sure, so that should be enough for my daily trading. I just need to get villagers, obviously.
I was gonna ask if you wanted help with the quarry since I can insta-mine stone.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm just starting to be able to insta-mine stone, but I can't do it consistently. Yeah, if you guys want to go to town on that hill, by all means. Alright, well I chopped down quite a few of these redwood trees, but honestly, man, it's just a dent in the entire forest. And I've gotten all of this wood here, plus all this in the cart, like, it's crazy. I'm gonna be trading this away for a while. Hey, how did you get in here, Clarence? Ooh, got a discount voucher. Wow, pretty good one too. I actually have a free accessory slot now, so I'll equip that, and it, gives me a trade discount, so no reason not to use it. I'm gonna make so many sticks, dude. This is how I'm really gonna get more emeralds. Alright, well I did a little bit of a mining trip, but now I'm back at the base. There's not really any new Fletchers, unfortunately, so I'm just going to have to put that on pause for the time being. I think I want to go to the Nether now. As I mentioned earlier, Season 5 had the Nether locked at the beginning, but now it is open, and there's a lot of new loot and accessories and things to find in the Nether, so I think I'm going to do it. I got my bow. I've got all diamond armor now. I even got a unique diamond helmet, which is like the ultimate tier, apparently. I thought legendary was the highest, but there is one tier above it called unique. So like this helmet here is giving me 3 extra hearts. It's got 50% more durability. It's crazy. You can get that on all your tools and your armor, and there's some players on the server that have fully unique tools and armor, which sounds so time consuming to get, but hey, it's probably worth it. Let's just enchant this gear real quick before I go. Here we go. That's perfect. Alright, should be good to go now. Let's head over there. Oh. Wait, did this thing spawn in a fortress? I guess some other players have probably known that already. Yeah, they've been here, but that's kind of crazy. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm fully expecting to be very late to this, I'm sure. Blocks have been placed and whatnot, but again, the loot remains. All the chests have their own loot still, so I'm not in any concern of not picking up my own loot. But there might be some blaze spawners. We can get some blaze rods, because I do need blaze powder, I think, to make that spelunker set I was talking about way earlier in the video. I forgot what it was called, but it was like that mining armor set that gives you haste. I do need blaze powder for that, I think. Ooh, see, okay, there's way more runic tablets here. Okay, this is like the super end game crafting material, I think. And there's an owl feather, right? So there's so many of these accessory boosters where you can put them on your accessory to boost them. Like with this adventurer's kit here, it's got a slot. So I could take this, do that, and now it's got the owl feather in there. But honestly, this one's not very good. I don't really care about XP gain. Ooh, there's a dice here. See, that's actually pretty good. This increases the drop rate of accessories. That would be pretty useful. I'll put that on there. I'll put that on my adventurer kit. Here we go. What is this? Plastic drinking hat? Decreases the time it takes to drink and eat items. That's kind of cool. I have not seen that before. And then a Viking rune necklace, plus 10% rage power. That's probably a class-specific thing. It's not going to be relevant to me, but that sounds cool. Alright, well I think I've looted what I'm going to get out of the fortress. Let's try to find some new custom biomes. Wait. There's a creeper over there. What? And a zombie. That's a little bit strange. Wait, I just realized I could use my biplane in here, couldn't I? I did bring it, and I've got coal. I've never tried this. Let me try it. That's so cool, dude. What? Man, this is peak Minecraft, although it feels really quick, doesn't it? Oh wait, there's a bastion right there. Oh, I know why. It's because I put the steel boiler in the plane. That's right, so the engine's more powerful now. Alright, well let's try to land on the bastion. Can I do that? There we go, perfect. That's gonna make getting around so much easier, man. I'm glad I remembered that. Oh, hello. Ooh, look at this loot. There's like all the chests in here. There's gotta be more chests than that. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's just that little center bit. Because it's kind of like a bastion remnant, right? Not like a full-on bastion. Well, that's fine. We could just get back in the biplane and keep going. Yeah, this is noticeably faster with that steel boiler. Golly, this is actually kind of hard to do. Oh. Nice and easy. Easy does it. Okay, I think it's opening up over here. This is cool. What biome is this? This is not vanilla. Jeez. Oh. Oh god. I am not. I'm going way too fast. Oh, there's another bastion. Where could I land? Yeah, there's chests in there. Ooh, just barely enough room. I think you can repair it like that. Yeah. Okay, it's all repaired up. Took a little bit of damage. Yeah, there's chests in there. Let me check that out. Ooh, look at all this. Some armor trim, some debris. Nice. Alright, I think there might be more bastion down there. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of just fragmented. There are those bastions that have like the giant room though. You know what I'm talking about? Like the main bastion. I guess I'm just finding remnants here. Well, let's just get back to the biplane. There's no way I'm going to find my portal though. I'll just have to rely on finding another player's portal and see where I come out. Ooh, wait, look at that. That structure looks huge. See, that's like a main bastion. That looks like what I'm looking for, right? Gosh, where do I land though? Ooh, perfect. I saw some chests down there. Although, I don't know. It looks kind of the same, doesn't it? We'll find out. You thought. Thank God for the flamingo. Man, look at the lighting in here. Holy crap. Ooh, 8% range damage? That's actually pretty solid. Alright, I think that's that bastion looted. This is probably a bad idea. Oh! What? If you collide with a mob, it explodes? Oh, man. That sucks. I mean, last time my plane exploded, it got picked up again. Did it fall down here somewhere? Wait, yes, it did. It actually did. Look at that. Oh my god, it almost fell in the lava too. What on earth, bro? Is that really supposed to be able to happen? Like, I feel like if it explodes, it shouldn't be still able to be picked up, but whatever. Oh man, crisis avoided. Alright, you doing alright? I mean, yeah, the boiler is still there, the coal is still in there. So let's try to be a little bit more careful. There's another bastion there. My inventory is really full though. There's a fortress. Maybe that's probably the same one from earlier. Well, you know what? I might just go in this portal here and just head out. I think my inventory is a little bit too full to keep going. And I've seen the nether at this point. Wait, stay away from my biplane, you fiend. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, where exactly am I? Oh, we're at someone's house. I might be kind of close to Goldenrod, judging by the landscape. Is that the town down there? It might be. Yeah, there it is. There's the city lights. Well, that's nice that I wasn't that far. I can dump all my stuff off now.
Check out the quarry that we built so far.
Oh yeah, show me. Oh wow, look at this.
This is it. This is it so far.
Wow,
So,
fully
you haven't-
decorated.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the little details. Is this like placeable lapis here?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Very nice. We still need sheep. I've not made my mining armor set yet.
Hello.
All right, Como, show yourself.
I will, but I have something to tell you.
Don't make
before
me.
I show
Don't
myself.
make me do it. Don't make me do it.
Don't
Oh.
swing. First things first. I did hire some people for your head.
Uh,
I haven't received your head.
You've put a bounty out on me?
I have 2 people coming after you.
Oh,
2
Lord.
people. Hey. No.
Oh,
No.
too slow. Yeah, how are your henchmen gonna get me when I'm up in the air, Como?
They have the helium.
Oh, the helium flamingo.
Well, the whole point was to kill you.
Oh, you're supposed to kill me.
No, don't
right.
swing your swords.
Square up
Flo.
then, huh? Oh,
That's what I thought, Flo. No.
Hey,
You're gonna run out of that.
try to
Don't worry.
get me up here. You're taking your awful time for
I
being
know.
for being an assassin. All right, well, I'm just hanging out with some people at my house, having a good time. I think I'm gonna do another mining trip though. Oh, my plane turned off. I've got a couple more talks that I wanted to do for this video. I got some chats in mind, and man, look at the sunrise, by the way. I think we'll do another mining trip, so let's go do that. Okay, so let's do a couple more talks here. I've got 2. These are kind of related, but not really. I was watching a short from Dave Ramsey the other day. You might have heard of him. He's kind of that old, kind of country dude that's in finance, and he was doing a call with someone where I think they were like, I don't know, 38, 39, or in their 30s, and They had like $6 million saved up already. It was crazy. And he was kind of giving him a little bit of tough love of like, you should do more, or like you should not just retire now and sail off into the sunset. You have more potential than that, basically. That was how I interpreted it. And there were a lot of comments on that short where, you know, obviously it's $6 million, so most people are going to be like, that's plenty of money for me. I think I could retire on that just fine. And people saying like, why is Dave suggesting that he should not retire, or that he doesn't have enough money saved up, or, you know, he needs to keep working, right? People were just kind of critiquing it a little bit. And I'm not saying that, you know, Dave needs my defense here, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it because I feel like a lot of people were missing the point with that. The way that I thought about it was that if you, in this example, if you have $6 million saved up by 30, an absolutely insane achievement, if you are able to do that at such a young age, then it stands to reason that you probably can keep going. If you are able to achieve something so monumentally difficult at such a young age, or if you have demonstrated in some way that you have lots of potential, then you probably should use it. And not in the sense that there's a correct way to do life, or that you have to do it. You know, you don't have to do anything really. But just personally, I think logically from you to me, this would make sense. If you have a lot of potential, you probably would feel good if you used that potential, right? Because I feel like everyone, you want to have a good life. You know, everyone just wants to feel like they had an impact, that people respect them, they respect their profession, they did something that mattered, they have a family, whatever it is. You know, for whatever reason, humans, we have these arbitrary goals and things that make us feel good. And a big one is feeling like our life was worth living. And so if in this example, if you have millions of dollars saved up by the age of 30, you know what, bro? You probably got something right going on, you know? You probably are doing something correctly. And I think what Dave was trying to say is that, hey man, you are clearly in a league of your own. You're doing really well. Don't stop now. You know, you've still got 40, maybe even 50 years of potential ahead of you. Why not keep going, you know? Maybe it's not money. Maybe you feel like you're going to the gym. You know, I talk about money in the gym all the time, I know, but I feel like this could be a relevant example. Maybe you're going to the gym and you've been working out for 6 months or something, and you're like, wow, I actually might have some pretty good genetics here. Like, I feel like I've put on some muscle, I'm feeling good. I feel like the weight that I'm pushing has gone up a lot, I'm feeling stronger. Why would you stop now? You know, why would you retire now when you clearly could do more? That's how I always felt when I started going to the gym. I haven't been going for a while now. Once I move soon, I'm going to get back into it. But I know when I was back in college, I was like, damn, bro, you can do a whole lot more with your body than you ever thought. You can really put on some muscle here and you know, have the physique that you always dreamed of, you know? And maybe it's a little bit arrogant or vain, I don't know, but I just remember always feeling like, wow, I didn't know I had like these genetics. You know, I realized like I could actually look great and feel great in my own body if I just push myself. And I think that's kind of what Dave was trying to get at here. It's like when you realize like, no, wait, I actually can do a whole lot more in my life than I ever thought. Don't waste that potential. You know, don't squander that potential. Because so many people would love to be in a position where they could at least try. You know, the unfortunate truth is that there are hundreds of millions, if not billions of people that so desperately want to be in your position right now, where hell, if you got even internet to listen to this video, like that's an immediate boost of potential. And they would love to be able to just try and to give it a go, to work a job and make money and support their family. And they would just love to be able to do that. And so many people just cannot because they weren't born into the right circumstances. And so whenever I think about all the advantages that I've been given, all the potential that I have, I would just feel like such an ass if I didn't use it, you know? And I'm trying to not spin this from a toxic positivity thing where like, oh, don't waste your potential, because I know it can be very kumbaya and just grind, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you feel like you can see signs that you can do a lot with your life, you should listen to those signs. I mentioned earlier that I had 2 jobs, right? YouTube and my corporate job, and pretty quickly I started making money from YouTube. And I remember when that happened, I was like, wait, this is not normal. Like, it should not normally be this quick. And I realized, like, wait, there's actually some real potential here, and I can make something of this. And now, looking back on that moment from, you know, a year and a half, 2 years later, and I'm doing this full time, and you know, my Minecraft server is doing really well, the Flow SMP and the channel is growing. It's like, dude, like it was all obvious from the beginning, you know? When I saw those signs that there was a lot more potential in that, and I didn't give up, I kept going, and now it continues to bear fruit, right? Because I'm still very early on in YouTube. I've only been doing this for like 2.5 years, I think. You know, I just know that why would I give up now? Why would I just settle like, oh, well, you know, you got the silver play button and you got a few 100,000 subs and you're making some good money. Like you can just coast here. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. There is so much more potential than just coasting when you can see that you have that potential. I just think everyone needs to look a little bit deeper into themselves and think, what potential do I have that I can utilize here? Because everyone's got it, man. Everyone has something to give. I know it's so naive and so kumbaya, but I really do believe that. Even of the people that think they've got absolutely nothing going for themselves, they are out there doing work. They're getting something done. They're getting after it. They are not wasting their potential. And there really are no excuses, man. I know I'm speaking from a place of privilege. I live in America, and I was born into a nice family and all that. I know there's people that have it way worse off than I do, and yet they are still getting after it. Like, I know there's this one athlete who wasn't born with legs, so he like runs on his hands. You might have seen videos of that. Bro, like, there are no excuses here. He's still doing it. He's still getting after it. He's still putting in the work, and he's like jacked on his torso because he only has a torso. And it's like, that's so inspiring, you know? And it always makes me feel like, well, what excuse do I have? If he can find potential in himself when he's missing something that we all take for granted, then who would I be to give up when I've got it all just handed to me on a silver platter? You just gotta listen to yourself and listen to the people around you, because I know when I was a kid in elementary school, you know, they have those stupid ass like, oh, you're a gifted kid. You're special. Like, I always thought that was kind of dumb. But I remember being put in those like SAT prep, you know, vocab groups, and it's like, oh, we're taking you away into this special little group because you're special. And I feel like over time, you know, of literal decades at this point of maybe you could call it indoctrination, I've just believed like, no, I can do something. You know, I've got potential. I'm special in some way, and I can make something incredible, right? You just got to get there, man. Like, I know it's a mentality a lot of the time. I've really developed this, like, it sounds so dumb when I speak this way, but like a winner's mentality, you know? I'm going to keep winning no matter what. It's going to happen. I'm going to keep utilizing the potential that I've been given. I know it's something that is just built over time with validating experiences, and if you've had nothing but invalidating experiences and bad connotations, and you've been told that you're a loser, of course it's going to be hard to get there, but just try. That's what I'm saying. Just try to find the potential within yourself, because everyone's got something. For me, it's YouTube, and eventually it's going to be fitness. Maybe your thing is carpentry or programming or dancing or whatever the hell it is. Everyone's got something. And again, to tie it back to that short of Dave Ramsey talking to the guy that had $6 million at 30 years old, if you feel like you've got some real progress at a young age and you're really doing well already, take that as a sign to keep going. I know that's a pretty extreme example, you know, like no one I know is at $6 million at 30. I'm certainly not there, but just apply it to your own life. There's going to be some example that you can think of that will make sense. But yeah, that's my talk on potential. I talk about potential from time to time. It's nothing new, but I just was reminded of it from that short, and I hope that was helpful in some way. Now, I said I had two talks here that are kind of related, but not really. I was reminded of this type of comment that I get from time to time, pretty rarely, but it happens. Someone is trying to gaslight you into thinking that you're doing worse than you actually are. I remember I did a talk exactly like this, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 months ago now. I don't remember when it was, but golly, it riles me up, and maybe that's the point of these comments. They're trying to get you mad, but just hear me out here. I think there's something interesting here. I really get bothered when, not just YouTube comments, but just anyone in your life, where they are trying to speak to your experience, and they're trying to be like, oh, I know how your life is, or like, I can see what your life looks like, and oh, I'm so sorry that you're doing very badly right now, or I'm sorry to see you struggling. And for me, when it comes to comments, I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about here? I think it's very possible that these types of comments where the people are saying, oh, I'm so sorry that your views are down, or that you're not doing well, they probably are just rage baiting, and maybe they're getting what they want by me talking about this, but I want to have a talk here just about knowing when someone just has no idea what they're talking about, and you know within yourself that that's not true. Because I had that happen you know, a few months ago when I had some drama with my channel and people were trying to tell me that I was a certain type of way, or like, oh, you do this or you do that or you didn't do this. It's like, these people don't know what they're talking about. It's as simple as that. And I feel like a lot of the times these types of comments that people make where like, oh, I'm so sorry you're doing badly right now. I feel for you, chin up, you know? Maybe they're not trying to be malicious, but to me, it really does feel like wolves in sheep's clothing. They're trying to be so empathetic and appear like they're really just caring for you, but surely they have to know, like, actually, I have no idea how this guy's life is. I don't know if he's doing well or not. I'm talking out of my ass right now. And I genuinely don't know what these people are talking about when they say that. Because I know I can go into my back end on my channel and be like, no, the views are fine, dude. Like the server, the flowstate is doing great. I just feel like people want to tell you that you're doing worse than you actually are. And they want you to like second guess yourself, you know? Some people, they just want to get under your skin and to paint a narrative in your head like, no, actually, you're doing bad. You're not doing well right now. But all it takes is a second to just step back and be like, wait, this person is talking out of their ass. I know I'm doing fine. I feel like, again, if you wanted to connect it to fitness somehow, it would be like if you, I don't know, we're coming back from an injury, you know, and people are like, damn, you're really weak now. Like, I'm really sorry that you're struggling so badly. Or like, I hope that you can walk again, or whatever it is. Like maybe you injured your leg lifting. And you can listen to those people and be like, yeah, man, I actually am doing really badly. Or you could be like, dude, I'm fine. I'm going to be back to it in like 4 weeks. I'm going to just do some stretching and I'll be fine, you know? Like, you don't have to listen to these people. And again, I really do want to emphasize that it feels like wolves in sheep's clothing sometimes, because some people are very blatant and they'll be like, man, you're doing terribly. I hate you. You know, stop doing whatever you're doing. But sometimes, and both of the times that I've seen it, they'll be like, oh, I'm really sorry. You know, I empathize. They want to appear nice. Some people want to do that. They want to appear kind to you, like they're giving constructive feedback. But you just got to know, like, don't fall for it, because it's just manipulation. That's all it is. Some people are just, they are master manipulators. They are going to just weave a little narrative that worms its way into your head. And if you're not careful, you can easily believe that and believe what they're saying about you. But I know it's all bullshit. You know, I've been doing YouTube long enough now to know, like, no, this is fine. You know, I'm making perfectly good money. You don't have to listen to these people. And if there's a lesson that I want people to take away from that, it is to think really long and hard if you actually know what you're talking about. Because, you know, I've got people in my life that, you know, from the outside looking in, maybe they're doing badly, or they're, you know, still in school, or maybe their job isn't working out, or whatever it is. You know, it seems like, oh, that person's doing badly. I could be like, oh, I'm really sorry you're in that situation, and I hope you can get out of it. But they could easily interpret that as an insult and be like, what are you talking about? I'm doing fine, you know? You just got to be careful with what you say, and to recognize, like, actually, I don't know anything about this person's life. They could be doing perfectly fine, and maybe I'm just misinterpreting it, and just choose to not say anything. God forbid, you know, you give it some thought and don't jump to conclusions. But hey, man, it's the internet. I know people are going to do what they're going to do, and you can't stop it. But I just want you, when you look at other people in your lives, maybe I don't have the full picture. Maybe I just need to give it a little bit more thought, or just not share my opinion, because it doesn't really matter. I think a lot of people just like to hear themselves talk, and I know the irony's not lost on me when I say that, but particularly when they're talking about things they don't know shit about. Like when they're commenting on someone's relationship, you know, and they're like, oh man, I hope they can really figure it out. I hope that their relationship isn't going to crumble. And it's like, bro, you don't know what Joe Schmo and Sally Sue over there are doing. Maybe they're doing fine. You know, you don't know anything about their relationship, so don't share your opinion about it. That's how I feel sometimes when I look at, you know, maybe you hear like a celebrity story about a couple, or you're watching a show about a couple on a TV show, and you can easily be like, oh man, they're really doing badly. But it's like, I have no idea. So if I don't know what I'm talking about, let's just not share our opinion. Maybe it's too much to ask, but I don't know. It got me a little bit riled up, and maybe that was the goal of that comment. But again, just be careful with people. Don't let people gaslight you into thinking certain things when you know it's not true. Just look after yourself. That's what I'm saying. Keep your mental energy protected, because some people can easily steal from it and mess up your mojo, whatever you want to call it, and you just got to stay true to yourself. Yeah, those are the 2 talks that I'm going to do during this mining trip, so now let's get back to the game. Alright, well I think I'm actually going to call the video here. I am actually really happy with how the town is coming along down there, Goldenrod. And I think we could come back to this in another video. There's a whole lot more that I want to do, and I just feel like this is probably a good length to stop. But one more thing I will say, I did not get the mining armor, but I did get some netherite drip. Look at that with the armor trim, and they glow with these shaders. So I am very happy about that. But if you like this theme, you know, the frontier theme, let me know if you want to see me do another installment. I think it could be cool. I don't want this to be the last time that I come to this town. But yeah, dude, that's about it. So I'll see you in the next one.